In the previous video, we found the factors of the algebraic expression x squared plus 7x plus 12. Consider a different expression, say x squared minus x minus 6. How would we go about factorizing this? First, to represent this, we need these tiles. Arrange them into their respective quadrants. By now we know which tile goes where. A red rectangle can go either into the first or the third quadrant. For now, let us place it in the first quadrant. On a side note, it does not really make a difference whether you place the red tile in the first or the third quadrant. Can you figure out why? Let's now use these tiles to arrange them into a rectangle. You can pause the video to try it out for yourself before proceeding. You will find that however you try, with the given number of tiles, you cannot really form a rectangle. Then how do we find the factors of such expressions? Take a look at the small red squares. By placing them into the simplest arrangement, which is into one straight line, we'd observe that we need more tiles to fill in the gaps. These gaps can be filled with rectangular tiles. Remember zero pairs? Tiles of the same shape but of different colors add up to 0. So take a zero pair of a rectangle. Now how do we place each tile of the zero pair? Remember, we have to group tiles of the same color together. So the red rectangle goes into the first quadrant along with the earlier red rectangle, and the blue rectangle goes into the third quadrant. However, there are still some gaps left to be filled. Looks like we need more tiles. That is more zero pairs. Adding one more zero pair, we arrive at this arrangement. Do you think we need to add more zero pairs? Turns out this blue tile cannot be placed here because the edges don't match, nor do the sign representations. Since we can no longer add zero pairs, we'll have to now work with the existing tiles. So the extra red squares can in fact be accommodated into the next row. And guess what? This now completes the rectangle. Do cross-check if it follows our rules of sign convention and equating similar edges for placement of tiles. So, x minus 3 and x plus 2 are the sides of the rectangle. Therefore, the factors of x squared minus x minus 6 are x minus 3 and x plus 2.